Yo guys, welcome back to another video of All the Mods 10. So off camera I did some very minor things, getting stuff prepared for our future endeavors, you could say. Um, so first I have stone auto smelting, and you can see we have a bunch. Um, that's from this infinity cobblestone cell, which is actually fairly easy to make. It's just a 16K storage component, which I have shown the crafting of that before. Water, glass, lava, and diamond. And the reason I'm smelting all of this stone down and also making stone slabs in a fabricator is, if we look at the mod called X-Tones, it has a lot of colors here. A lot of colors. Um, and you make all of these with these X-Tone tiles, which is just stone slabs and stone. And then you can craft that down with more stone slabs into these Aegon blocks, which have a bunch of colors. And then there's a bunch of different variants here. Bunch of variants. And it all comes back down to these X-Tone tiles. So that's the reason for all the stone. I do have all the drawers going. I did make a wireless crafting terminal here, which the recipe's not bad. We've made these before. The wireless receiver, real easy, real accessible items here. And then I made this pocket storage unit, which is super simple, and it's pretty much just a dank null, which is nice. It'll pick all these blocks up off the ground. Whenever it reaches its limit, it voids them. So I like that. Nothing's changed here. I don't think. I made a short on this. If we just activate it quick, it just gets ores. I made a short. It's on my channel now. It's just using a breaker module and stone. And the breaker module's enchanted with Boon of the Earth 5, efficiency, whatever that number is, and Silk Touch. And a placer module. And basically what it's doing is placing a piece of stone being broken by a breaker module. And when you break stone with Boon of the Earth, you get a chance to get an ore. And because it's silk touched, it's being picked back up. And I have a vacuum chest pulling all the ores it drops right into here, which this is nice because this gets us a lot of stuff we don't commonly see. Mainly a lot of these modern industrialization ones. You got titanium, tungsten, monazite, and a bunch of these other ones. So very cool. Nothing's changed with this. I did upgrade our machines finally. Just got tired of how slow it was. I did make a semi-automated charger. You just put your Certus quartz in here, goes in, gets charged. Then this down here is a reaction chamber. This is pretty much just making fluix, except doing it in the world, it's in a machine. And then a salvager to break down some of our diamonds, because we seem to be struggling with diamonds lately. And then the final thing, found some vibranium. I have not picked it up, so I don't know if it will complete a quest. I made another portal, and this stuff is just everywhere now. So that's cool. I made the Aldemodium pickaxe so we can go and get it. And I actually got a really good pickaxe based off all the enchanted stuff we... Oh, this thing. This is a disenchanting table. It does exactly what you would think it would do. Put an enchanted item in with books, and it just pulls the enchantments off that item. So, I mean, we still have a lot of really good ones in here, too. Fortune 3 there, Mending, Protection 4 and Breaking 3, Mending, Breaking 3, Looting 3, Silk Touch, Fortune 3. There's just a bunch of really good books in here. So all of all of the mob spawners we've found, that's pretty much what we've been doing. I've just been grabbing all the gear out of it, throwing it in there. I went sifted through there for some stuff. Nothing's really changed in here either. You know, we got these running. filled these up with some bronze drills. It's been going for a good bit now, so there's plenty of stuff in here. Our machines are running faithfully. It does look like we're running out of coal fairly quickly, though. Which, that's fine. Might be time to power this guy with power. So that's the issue here. It keeps running out of this coal. But yeah, other than that, nothing else in the base has changed. But the big thing, I've been struggling to find, you know, I guess an idea to keep going with our mountain base. Oh, our mountains that way. That's another mountain I was looking at. This just using this nature compass. But I found a fairly nice area here, which can we make a bed quick? Just so we can sleep away. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Nice. Okay. So this area is nice. It's really going to fit into the theme I'm going to go for. The savanna's not really the biome of choice, but I really... Hi, friend. I really enjoyed these being in the background. And just because I'm building one of our main structures here, doesn't mean we won't be able to utilize these where they stand, if that makes sense. I have this image, this idea in my head, and this is just going to be our main tower. We're going to surround this entire area with the rest of them. I have this theme going, and that's why you'll see this name here called the new Eco Mega Base. It's going to be an eco theme. I don't know how to put images on my recordings, but if I can figure that out while I'm editing, I'll give you the AI generated theme I've come up with. And once once you see it, you'll be able to understand. But this is the base of the first structure we're going to be making. This is where a lot of our most of our time is in this building. These are going to serve no use to us. They're more just to break up the flat wall that's going to accompany this building. But I will try to put little farms or something in there to utilize these. I just couldn't stand the look of just a flat surface. We'll try to break up the texturing a bit. This is our block palette. I'm not sure if we're going to be using this one yet, just because I'm not really a fan of this black outline, and the fact they don't connect, whereas these ones are smooth. And the reason I'm using these X-Tone reworked blocks instead of something like concrete is just simplicity, ease of acquiring. I do have an essence farm going. And by that, I mean I just do the essences in our already made farm here. So it is gathering up some essence. And then I have that essence in this little crafter setup I made. You see, it's just dirt, fire, and stone. And it's currently broken. So this has been happening quite a bit. But this is just making gravel and sand. I think I can just shift right click and I'll increase the frequency of the ticks. So maybe it'll... Oh no, we don't want flint. Yeah, dirt. Sand. There we go. But yeah, this is a redstone clock. You can see it just spins and it gives a tick or a redstone pulse off every 15 ticks. And I'm not sure why this runs out, because you can see every time it pulses, it keeps up. It insta refills it. And then it just comes into this hopper here. And then the hopper and the item pipe to the hopper, because the hopper is not quick enough, just fills into this drawer here. And we're just making gravel and sand. which if you know how to make the concrete recipe, it's just gravel, sand, and water. Well, gravel, sand, and your color, and then with this, water. I didn't feel like making a farm for this. Gotta be honest. When I was looking through the blocks, I saw these, and I'm like, well, that looks oddly familiar. And especially with how easy it is to make. Oh, issue. I don't know why that keeps happening. But that's the reason I'm going with X-Tones over concrete. They have a similar look, and they're way cheaper at the cost of just stone. So, I'm going to... I tried figuring out a way to make a time lapse. But on this version of NeoForge, and with shaders, I cannot get a ported replay mod to work. I tried T-Launcher and loading my account in with me, but T-Launcher does not utilize NeoForge. You can use Forge, Fabric, or Vanilla. So that's not going to work for a second account. So the only way to do it would be based off of my point of view, which, I mean, I might try a little bit of it once I get my bearings, but I just don't think it would be entertaining. And like I said, you know, I want you guys to do your own buildings. I don't want you to copy my buildings because this is the quality I have envisioned in my head. So let your creativity flow, and I'll do the building. You guys do your building, and we'll go from there. So let me get some more of these blocks made up. You see, I already pre-made a bunch of this Aegon or this X-Tone tile to make the Aegon. And that Aegon just make that, and then with that, you pick your color. So I've been making this light gray, black, gray, and there's a white one. And I do have the dye essence being made as well. So we have pretty much unlimited dye, which is nice. We might try to incorporate these somewhere. But some of these are just hard to figure out how to make. Oh, it was somewhere in there. Bit. There you go. It's just X-Tone tiles and coal. And then if we go like this, there you go. Super easy to make these blocks, but none of them have connecting textures, which bothers me. That's why I want like a flat one, like this. They have like these little darker white lines, but that doesn't bother me. So I'm gonna get going on this. This base bottom is 21 by 21. Then I have 5 by 5 on each corner, and then these 4 by 5 wide in between those. So I'm going to build these probably 60 blocks tall, and we'll probably put big windows in here in this spot. These will be solid corners, and then we'll probably do glass here as well. A lot of glass in these buildings. So I'm going to get going on this, and I'll bring you guys back when I have a progress update. Okay, so we got the first floor walls up for the base building and the towers. I have a problem. I keep falling. So we're going to come back to our base here. And we're just going to craft up this mechanism jetpack real quick. Super simple and easy to make. See, it's already made. And if I remember right, this is just powered off of hydrogen. So we can actually just toss this right in our electrolytic separator here and just have it fill up for free pretty much. Other than that, you know, not a lot is going on. I'm just placing blocks, and then I'm using the building gadget here, and I would build up as high as I wanted, and then just click it up every layer. We are burning through these blocks pretty quick, but luckily, if we go check our stone supply, we're producing it faster than it's being used, so. And then after the building's done, we'll keep that color concept and block palette, but I mean, we're going to have a lot of stone. So that's pretty cool. I mean, having no issues with power right now. And we're going to like quadruple this setup pretty much once we get that base built, because it is an eco-friendly base design. So to keep that theme, we'll probably just really, amplify that. So how do we use this? Oh, like that, I guess. I don't think it stops fall damage though. Okay, Aegon 14 is our flooring. And what is this? 13 is our perimeter here. I'm not sure I want to do that to keep that matching. I think that would really break the aesthetic quite a bit. So I do think we'll just do something like this. Just keep it going with that color. So this is pretty much all I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to do around 6 floors. So just like this. We don't have create in this pack, so we're probably just gonna have to use the elevator mod, which is kind of boring. But alternatively, we could also use the mechanism teleporters. So that's the route we're probably gonna go. But I guess I'll bring you guys back once the building's actually done, though, because this is all I'm doing. It's just building this skyscraper. Once it's done, I'll probably move all of our stuff in off camera. But yeah, for now, this is it. This is all I'm doing. And we don't want surface. We could go like so and... Oh, crap. Ow. Okay. I'm just going to place this by hand, and I'll bring you guys back once this thing is a little more built. Okay, guys, we are finally back. I think the difference in timestamps, it's like 4 hours later. I have the building built. So don't judge me. It looks a little basic right now. I'm tired of building, so I didn't want to put too many details into it right now. But you can see it's, I believe, 5 stories. I was going to go like 6 to 8, but I did that in all the mods 9, and I couldn't figure out how to fill them all. So I don't have everything moved over here as of yet, but this is what we're working with right now. This is the top floor. I got the dome on top. It's kind of going for that eco, cyber, solar, punk feel. I don't know. But we got some solar panels up here. They're doing a whole lot of nothing right now. So they're each holding 1 million FV. So if I can get them all out, that'd be cool. As of right now, I'm going to move my Inferium farm up here. And then the floors will have their own designated use. Once we're to the point where we need to keep going up. I have moved some of the farms we had in there. Each of these little side columns will have probably a miniature farm. But we have Certus Courts. I kept 2 of them out of the 3 we had. So we got 2 of them going. They're fully self-sustaining on their own. As in, they're their own network. And all we're going to connect is the drawer to our system over there with the controller. But yeah, I mean, there's 2 of these. They're pretty quick. Not bad. We got the Certus Quartz dust farm over here using the extractor from Zycraft. And then it has a flawless budding Certus Quartz and then a water block under that. And then a little lava one, which this is full. We'll probably have to build a big tank here at some point, but for now, a little bit of lava going. I have to move over all of the drawers still, so they're still all at the old base. I did just move the ME system here currently. And then we got some stone going still. Probably don't need it at this point, but, you know, we'll let it trickle for a while. So we have a absolute surplus of it. And then we'll probably set up more fabricators to start making bulk of these blocks here. And then these floors are just empty as of right now. There's really nothing up here to see. And then this will be for all of our cables and stuff. And then this goes into our corner towers. We don't have access to them from the building itself. So I'm going to put like self-sustaining farms that I don't need to access in these. But for now, they're just like for looks pillars. I am happy with how this turned out compared to the picture I was going off of. I have some subtle differences, like these middle pillars here. It's only supposed to be like this section here. And then at this one, it's just supposed to be a whole thing instead of 2. Like this would be a single, and then one big one. I didn't like the look of that when I built it, so I just made these straight columns all the way around. They're kind of, I don't know. I think it'll be big enough for our main tower. And then with this like the greenhouse roof, kind of, that's how we're going to cap off all of the surrounding buildings with a farm on top of it. Mainly for aesthetic, because once we put the Inferium farm up there, our carrot farm will be one of them. Like, we'll have a whole building designated just for the carrot farm, and then turning it into ethene and stuff like that. So a lot of it will just be like aesthetic reasons. But this is all that's really left over here. I have not moved any of the mechanism stuff yet. That'll probably be the last stuff to be moved. And then in the basement, whole lot of nothing. All of my jumble here is moved already. So I'm going to get going on moving this stuff. Thurgy is going to be the last thing I move. Just the last thing. And same with this farm. And then I have not yet decided what I want to do with our steam quarries over here. Obviously, they're done running. I think I'm going to let them just run out of, you know, ores in here. I'll let it just smelt them all up. They should all be able to fit into this one oak gold barrel. It's got 2 stack upgrades, and then I'll just periodically come back and check on it. And then once it's finally done, I'll probably move it over to our new area with its own designated building. But yeah, for now, I guess we gotta get this stuff moved. What happens if I break this pipe when there's items in it? I guess they all just fall out. Yep, just let it all stack up in there. It should hold everything. I don't see it not holding everything. And if you're wondering why I'm deciding to move everything after we've been here pretty much like 1 or 2 episodes now, I was just not feeling the vibe. I think that's the easiest way of putting it. I didn't enjoy having no theme, and I felt that our little base here had expanded to the point where, I couldn't just knock them all down and start over. So I figured, let's just find a theme and move to another area that I can actually pull that off in. And I think this will do well. Like I said, when I did the All the Mods 9 off camera, I played that one. Well, I made a small series on that, but I went on like hiatus from YouTube for a few months. And when I played All the Mods 9, I made a gigantic skyscraper. Really overbuilt it, really burnt myself out. But once I was finally playing again, I had no use for a lot of the towers in it. So this one I didn't want to go completely overboard in, because this is just going to be like the main base of operations, if that makes sense. It's not going to be the building that holds all, does all, if that makes sense to you guys. Like, it's not going to be the do-all and cram everything in one building. And that's kind of how that other base was going to end up turning out, because I was just running out of ideas for smaller buildings. But I also don't want to block the glass. I love the look of the glass. I love the natural light that's going to come in, so I don't want to block it all off. So let's see if we can get this all linked back up now. I don't see why it wouldn't work here. So there's those. We do have the max range upgrades on this. Oh, no, we don't. There we go. Now we do. So with that max range upgrade, it kind of just expands the range that you can have these and they'll still link. Like, you see this outline? That's as big as far as they can be, is this green line here. So like, that'll link, that one, these guys. So pretty much this entire bottom floor, we can have a drawer anywhere in here and it'll still link up. And this is only with gold upgrades. If we put netherite in there, it might go a couple floors higher and even wider. But this is pretty much the bulk of our storage here. We do want a storage bus, right? It's whatever is on the back of these. Yeah, storage bus. And then should be right here. Just like so. We want the priority on this to be the absolute highest. So we'll go 1000. Then, do we have any of that cable? Smart cable. Oh, this was the last thing I did off camera, was the wireless. I think I said that. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. So now, if we go into our system, it should look like it normally does with all of our resources in it. So hallelujah, everything is finally starting to take shape over here. I guess we can just... It's kind of like balancing out how you want to do the light over here. Because obviously I have ferro lanterns placed in like a lot of locations. And mega torches, so mobs aren't going to spawn. And I have night vision goggles on, so you're not going to, run into a mob. A lot of these aren't visible. But I think this is where we're going to wrap things up. Probably a fairly short video compared to what it normally is, but this had to be done. Like, if I would have kept trying to record in the other location, I would have stressed myself out to the point where I didn't want to play anymore. And that's what I want to avoid. You know, I've been having a lot of fun on this pack, and I don't want to end over something so stupid as, you know, not liking my base. So I will get the mechanism stuff moved over. We're going to put most of our mechanism setup in this room. And then we still have these other 3 for everything else. And then this, I'll move our Inferium farm up here off camera. So everything else from that base will be moved over to here off camera. In the next episode, we'll get back on track. We are in 1.0 release of All the Mods 10 now. So the pack is technically released. It's official. It's not beta, alpha, nothing. It's just 1.0. It's official release. So we can start working towards the star. This is completed. I mean, they have a whole recipe here, which is subject to change once other mods are added, newer mods get ported. And so if we work towards it now, we could probably get it fairly easily. Not a lot item-wise is subject to change, probably just how the star itself is crafted. But for now, we're going to start working towards this, slowly but surely. Made the lava farm, so we're able to get into Powa now. We'll probably get a blaze farm going, so it makes it a lot easier. But we do have lava, so we can get into early game Powa. But other than that, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any tips or suggestions for the building to add more contrast, add more detail, let me know down below, because building is not my forte. But I'm very happy of this building because I just went off an image, I didn't copy and paste, and it actually looks fairly decent, in my opinion. And thank you for all the support on the last couple episodes. It's been crazy. The channel's growing tremendously. It is October 13th as of recording this, and we're about to hit 3,200 subs. I'm going to really try to hammer down and get to 4K before the end of the year. So if you guys can help me with that by just dropping a sub, dropping a like, you know, leave a comment. I have my Discord link in the bio. You can join the Discord as well. We have a couple great guys over there currently. And that's where I'll put world downloads and stuff like that. So I'm going to do world downloads every 25 and then last. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.